All right, folks, welcome to Burl Sports 1955 Topps Complete Set Group Break. I am Burl. It is 4:15 here in the Central Time Zone. My wife told me we had something to do at 5:30, so I bumped up the time a little bit. So made sure we had plenty of time for the broadcast. Looks like we got a couple of live viewers. I'm sure more will be hopping on here in a second. But since we have a lot of new participants, I'm going to do a quick rundown of how we do our randoms here at Burl Sports, just so you know what to expect. So I have this list, however many spots you bought, that's how many times your name is in here. Make that nice and big so everybody can see. But if you bought one spot, your name's in here once. If you bought two, your name's in here twice. Your orders are probably split up if you place more than one order. But we have 206 cards in a 1955 Topps set, 206 names in this list. Mike Yalfman was our free spot winner, so congratulations to Mike on that. And so what we do is we take that list, we put it in random.org's list randomizer. If you ever want to go around, go in, play around with that, go to random.org, go to listen more, list randomizer. So we paste that list here. Then we'll randomize it 3 times. It'll be the 3rd time that we keep. That way it's nice and shuffled up. Then we'll take that randomized list of names and we'll paste it right next to our checklist. So after the list of names is randomized, whoever's name comes out first will get card number 1, Dusty Rhodes. Whoever's name comes out second will get card number 2, and so on. But we will read through, I pulled out a good number of hits here. We won't read every single card in the break, but we'll read off the big hits, and then I'll post a full list of the results as soon as the break's done. And then I'll email that link out. So that's kind of what you can expect over the next few minutes here. We'll go ahead and get started with that random. As I said, 206 names in the list, 206 cards in the break. One thing before we jump into that random, there were 4 card numbers skipped by Topps when they issued this set. So if you're unfamiliar with that, you can check that out. Contract wars with Bowman. But anyways, after the 55 sets, Topps bought Bowman out, so that wasn't an issue anymore. But you've got some skipped numbers in 1955, starting with card number 175. So the 175th card in the break is actually card number 176. So those will be, so the 175th name in the list will get card number 176. And so there are 4 cards that are skip numbered. So by the time we get down to 210, that's the 206th card in the break. So that's how that works if you've never dug into the checklist too much. But they should line up 1-to-1 for, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So we will copy and we'll paste here. Then we'll randomize 3 times. So here's our first random. Here's our second random. And the last random here. All right. So this is what we'll copy paste right next to our checklist. Okay, so there's our checklist. We'll delete these 2 cells so we're lined up. All right. So there's our card number 1. Make sure we're lined up all the way down. Yeah, 206. Okay. So you saw the first and last ones, but so Snyder is a hit. We'll look at the end here, and I'll show you those big hits as we go. But just want to make sure that we're all lined up. All right, so card number 1, Dusty Rhodes, goes to Anthony Olm. There you go, Anthony. There's some really nice cards in this set. Some really crisp raw ones. Overall, really solid mid-grade set, though, but really nice and clean. All right, next up, card number 2, Ted Williams, goes to Angelo Torello. Next up is Al Kaline. Card number 4 goes to Jose Mata. Next up, card number 5, Jim Gilliam, goes to Sam Aston. Again, really crisp card here on the Gilliam. Okay, next up, card number 22, Bill Skowron, goes to James Hop. Next hit we'll look at is Hal Newhouser. That goes to Mike Glasser. Looks like we're up to, looks like 11 viewers. So if you missed out on the random, you want to see the first couple minutes of the video, it is being recorded. If you can't watch the playback, the recording will be posted as soon as we're done here. So there's that. But we're reading through the hits. And next up, card number 31, Warren Spahn, goes to Dennis Peabody. Nice card, Dennis. Next up is Hank Aaron, goes to George Dissinger. Next up, card number 50, Jackie Robinson, goes to Jack Gabbard. And we have card number 75 up next, Sandy Amoros, goes to John Pelletier. And we've got card number 100, Monty Irvin, goes to David Garrick. Next up, card 120, Ted Kluszewski, goes to Brad Smith. The next up is Sandy Koufax. Also goes to Brad Smith. Beckett, 4.5 there on the Koufax. Next up is 152. Harry Aguinis, goes to James Hop. Here's the Aguinis. One note to those of you who maybe didn't notice in the emails for the Black Friday special, everybody who bought into this 1955 Topps set break gets a free spot in the 68 break. So make sure to look for emails for that. It'll go on sale tomorrow. The remaining spots will. So 206 are gone from this giveaway. I gave away some to people who won auctions on eBay on Sunday night. So I'm going to go through all the orders from this past week, make sure everybody gets a spot reserved who qualified for a free one, and make sure you look for an email about details for that tomorrow. So really exciting. Really nice 68 top set. So be on the lookout for that. Next hit we'll look at is 155. Eddie Matthews goes to Tony Cipriano. All right. Now the big hit that everybody's been waiting for. We've got the Roberto Clemente rookie card 164. I almost said 162, but 164. Roberto Clemente goes to Angelo Torello. SGC 40 example here. Just such an iconic card. All right, now we got a handful of hits to look at left. Next one is Gil Hodges, card 187. That goes to Michael Fickle. The next up is 194, Willie Mays, and that goes to Nathan Lindgren. PSA 4 example on the Mays. And the last hit I'll show you live on the video is 198, Berra, goes to Bradley O'Connor. There's the Berra. All right, that'll wrap us up for this broadcast. I'll post the full results and email out a link to those here momentarily, and then look for cards to be shipped out by Saturday. And again, keep an eye out for that 68 break email tomorrow. Thanks, and I hope you have a great Wednesday. This is Burl Sports signing off.